You are now live with Taji.
Thank you to all my supporters for tuning in to Live with Taji, whether on my podcast platforms or Instagram or Facebook Live. We're about to get crazy with Hilary and Symoan Greillis from Bridezillas.
I'm Symoan. I lost Hilary, but hopefully she'll show up any second.
Uh-oh. I feel like it's like the Bridezillas in reverse. When Hilary was looking for you. What's the ETA? What's the ETA? What's the ETA? You know I had to watch it, right?
Let me tell you about that right there. Honestly, I just want to take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like so much was going on, and I'm just like, well, let me take a 15-minute nap. And everybody's like, put on your clothes, you about to get married. So that was pretty much all that behind that. It was like for real, like, because everybody's asking me, like, I know, like, I'm just like you. I'm in the room just like you. I don't know what's going on 40 miles away. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what is the ETA? Like, they ain't going, like, people are like, like I know, I'm here just like you. So it was bananas, man.
Yo, it's always like that at weddings. Always gotta wait for the bride, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I never even really had any preconceived notions of how the wedding was gonna turn out, if it was gonna be on time. I mean, I had a feeling it was gonna be like a few minutes behind, but I didn't think it was gonna be. I don't even remember how long it was. That was over 2 hours late.
Symoan got to get everything together. You know what I mean?
And everything was falling apart, and that's what she didn't know. She wanted to take a nap, and there was no way possible at the house that anybody could even take a nap.
Listen, when it comes to the day of a wedding, you want to sleep so bad, but then it's just like, okay, we married. Oh shoot, we got to do the reception now.
Talk about a long day, and that was a long day that day. It really was. But we're happy to be talking to you, though, Taji.
Yes, I know it's been a while. I haven't seen you guys in forever, and it's good to see that you guys are doing great. Hope everybody's doing well, family and, friends, you guys are super cool, and I'm happy to interview you guys. And we're gonna get into it, because that's just what I do, Y'all been on Bridezillas, and you guys just made me want to watch it again. Of course, I had to support you guys, and then I'll tell you what I didn't like about the show. I didn't like how I guess that's their thing, but they like mixing two shows in one. I'm like, dang, why can't they just get their own episode?
Oh, right. Instead of breaking it up into two.
Right.
But honey, you get paid more for them breaking up in two.
Oh.
So I'll take it.
Okay. Because I listen, as a fan, or I'm just like, listen, I just want to watch Hilary and Symoan. Like,
right. Watch it all the way through. And not every bride, if you watch from the beginning, not every bride actually got two. I think the first bride, she only had one episode. That was it.
Right.
Done.
Right.
So,
but it's also a great thing because you get support from both sides, because you get a lot of different viewers from. There could be different viewers watching you guys versus Mackenzie. Yeah. And I forgot the other one.
Evelyn.
Yeah. Oh goodness. But anyway, so Bridezillas. Symoan, let me find out you are a Bridezilla.
I think that I was more so an emotional thriller.
But listen, no shade. Bridezilla comes in different forms, and
right.
Like an outsider can consider you a Bridezilla just because you just said, "Where's my dress?" Like,
right?
How am I being a Bridezilla? Because I'm asking about something I need to know the answer to.
Look, my dress, my centerpieces. Who's doing my hair? That's it. That's all I wanted
to. So before we just get into it, because I know everybody's like, okay, they were on Bridezillas, who are like, listen, I know you both, or I'm about to say you guys. Clearly you guys are ladies, but I'm just talking in general, just in case people are like, what you mean you guys? Like,
it's fine.
It's just Taji talking in general, people, okay? But I know you both are businesswomen. So just please tell us really quickly. I usually like to go about that in the end, but we're gonna do it in the beginning. Tell us what you guys both do. So I know Hilary with USA,
Go ahead.
Simone with
Fluff Couture.
Fluff. Yeah, I had to fluff.
Fluff Couture. Lucky girl. So with me, yes, I have Fluff Couture. It's a plus size clothing line, and I recently stepped back just a little bit from Fluff Couture and started selling purses, but I still have been like creating on a what more personal scale, like if people request it. But yeah, Fluff Couture, and then Hill has all of her
Yeah.
her list.
US buttons is pretty much what it is. Started out with buttons, and now we're branching out to doing a lot of marketing and promoting and supporting small businesses. So we do in addition to buttons, we do screen printing, business cards, logo design, stickers, all that good stuff. So
yeah, I see you've been busy. You've been busy. I'm gonna have to order me some more buttons soon.
Word up.
And I love the button ideas also because a lot of people have their graphic shirts, but sometimes you want to stand out in your own way, and sometimes people don't want to wear a shirt that has a whole bunch of wording all over it. So to have a button saying, hey, like go vote or something, I don't want it all over my shirt. I just want to have a button. Like that works out, and as far as Simone with the Fluff Couture, like, I always thought your designs is dope, but I'm not a designer, but I'm sure it can be overwhelming sometimes, and it takes a lot of time and energy.
Right. And like this Fluff Couture, what people don't know is like, I never wanted to be a designer. The only thing I wanted was to have unique clothes because I was a fluffier person and I didn't want to look like everybody else. So that's when it's like we had several ghost designers at the beginning, several. But the last ghost designer, she was like, you know what? You need to learn how to do certain things yourself, so you can also know what you're purchasing.
Right.
So that's how that happened as far as me starting to design and like make my own stuff, which I'm grateful to her for that, because it's like now I can make pants, shirts, skirts, all that good stuff, even like pushing myself to make evening wear. So
yeah,
and all she showed me was how to make a skirt, mind you. That's all she showed me.
She got some nice hot couture designs, and I like her style. She has
me too.
Style. it's so different because like some days she'll have like this goth style going, and some days she wants to be like Gone with the Wind fabulous, so she has this flowy elegant style, and then sometimes she has the wild girl style, and this woman named Debbie will come out with her
but
nice,
I personally don't like to sell. I personally don't like to sell it because it's like you with selling your designs, it's like you also have to take all that feedback and critiques and stuff like that. They say that I'm a raw designer. So it's like, if you see, it might not be perfect, but it's like, whatever. It's
wearable.
Cute.
Exactly.
It's
cute. It looks good.
Don't pick on a stitch or whatever. Okay. I didn't go to school for it. That's where I like kind of like really, it made me step back because like so many people are critical and I hear it with other designers. So, but anyways.
Yes. But they say it's it's a tough industry, So, but yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So now we all know about Simone and Hilary and Simone. See me vibing over here, don't mind me.
Yeah.
So now I want to get into how you guys met. Now, for those that didn't watch Bridezillas, you guys met. Let me find out.
You better look, let's start off with there. If you haven't watched it, watch it.
Yeah, watch it. But wow.
Episodes 3
listen, all I gotta say is how they met. I peeped how the moves were used in the show. That's a hit for y'all, so y'all better go watch it. And I thought that was I just gotta say it was like dope, but at the same time, like words.
What happened? What do you mean?
But they
I'm trying to say something without saying something, so people could just go watch it on Bridezillas.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. I was like, oh wow, okay.
This is how we do.
Right. So, how did you guys feel? Well, first off, how did this WeTV happen? Like, who was it brought to first? Because it's always brought to one half of the couple, and then your one half brings it to the other.
Right.
So, who found out first, or did you guys both find out at the same time?
It was basically at the same time.
And was your first reaction like, I don't know, should we, shouldn't we? Or was it like, hell yeah, let's do this?
I don't think it was ever questioned if we should do it. It was never a question, just because of like all the drama that was already unfolding with the wedding. So it's just like, why wouldn't we? Because it's like, there's nothing fake about it. So it's like, why not?
Yeah, I liked how you guys brought the real into it, because most people, when it comes to TV, magazines, or whatever, when you think of weddings, you always think perfect. Like, yeah, this is my day, and people don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. Like, this is real life, and I'm happy that you guys brought that. Like, sometimes it happens to where you have everything planned, and then a month before, or a couple weeks before, even a week before the wedding, things happen, and you're like, oh my gosh, we have to do something about this. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And it was cool to see that you guys had a backup plan, in order, like, and just made things happen, which most people can't usually typically do. But that was a cost right there. I think I would have been like, listen, we probably gonna have to reschedule till next year, because it's gonna take me some time to get that.
We had to have several backups. Like even like certain stuff wasn't like shown at all. Like from literally the venue, that had to be a backup. And it's like it was just several backups after backups after backups after backups.
Oh, so you guys went through it.
Yeah.
Now, how do you guys feel? Because apparently you guys are the first Black lesbian couple to be on Bridezillas. Now we got to get into that, because I was just like, yo, that is so dope.
That is cool.
And we didn't even know that until like everybody started like telling us, because I was like, well, I thought, but I guess because like, of course, in the community, if you're a trans man or, whatever you are, then that's what you're considered. So yeah, as far as us being the openly lesbian couple, then
the lesbian presenting couple.
Wow, that was a dope. I'm sure that was a dope feeling. But did you feel a lot of pressure, like, oh man, because we're the first, we have to be presented a certain way? Or was you just like,
we didn't know until after we did like 2-3 interviews, because people kept saying like, oh, you're the first
they were doing their research.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time, so I was like, I don't know about all that, but
but people were like digging. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Some people did their research, and
because we didn't know. Like when we signed up for the show or whatever, we didn't know.
We just like,
I mean, even to not know, did you guys feel pressure? Like, we're gonna be on WeTV, on Bridezillas, and this is the pressure. Like, being on TV can bring pressure, but then WeTV, which many people watch, and then Bridezillas, because a lot of brides definitely gonna watch that. Maybe not so much of the grooms, but
I didn't feel the pressure until honestly, like the day that I had to meet with the EPs before they actually. So the day that I had to meet with the EPs just to go over like our storyline, and when I say the storyline, it's because of what we told them and what we're going to show. So it wasn't like, oh my gosh, they made this up and we had to go with it. That's not the case. The storyline was from the storyline was from what we told them and what they were going to showcase.
Yeah.
So she wasn't in town yet. She was still in New York and still working and stuff like that. So that was like solo. And so that was like the pressure. But the next day, when it just like all the pressure came, is because like you see one car pull up, 2 vehicles pull up, 4 vehicles pull up, 6 vehicles pull up. And then it's just like, people, cameras,
everywhere.
And it's
oh my gosh.
I mean, like literally in your face. So that's when it was just like,
Right. It was like, okay, this is really about to happen. Like,
Yeah.
damn. Like,
And they come in and they
I
take
would have been like, yo, I'm about to be a celebrity.
yeah,
Hey.
no.
No.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, it took a minute. So after a while, you don't even realize the cameras are there. It's just
after
like,
the first day, it was like,
just
okay,
whatever.
because it was like literally like they're in front of your face for like 12 plus hours. So it's like you get used to it. Like you're literally like walking in front of you like this. So it's like you just get used to it. But like I said, the first day, that's when the pressure came in, because they literally come in and they take over. Like they take over, they move stuff around, they sit there and put your lights up, they sit there and like move out the way. And mind you, that's the wedding week. So I had all these people here, all these relatives,
all stuff
Wow.
trying to keep
but
in a certain place
they had to be in the office or here because of course it's still a set.
Right. So do you feel like that possibly interfered with what you guys had going on in the real world? Because it's like, if you think about it, they're taking up more time of the time that you actually need.
1000%.
There were a lot of things like we just didn't have the time to do that we would have to relegate to somebody else because we're filming. So it's like, hey, I need you to run to the store and grab my shoes, or I need this. And but it even interfered with being able to actually have that quality time with people who came in from out of town. And certain people couldn't quite understand that, yes, you live here, but this is now a set. So you gotta like have permission to go to the bathroom because we're in the middle of filming. And I know you go out and play music and talk and chitter chatter, but it's a set. They have microphones everywhere. Even the smallest of whisper from another room can be picked up on the mics.
But beyond that, it's like, we wanted to like
there are several places we wanted to go to
which
she didn't
know, but or they didn't show it. I end up proposing to Hill the day before the wedding, and like that was a whole setup, but that couldn't go because of filming. And then like we wanted to go to our first restaurant
where we met, where we actually for our first date,
but we end up, because they didn't allow filming
there, so we couldn't go.
Yeah, because of course you have to get permission from the venues. Right. So since you guys are on that topic, do you feel like footage that you really liked we didn't get to see?
Some of it.
Well, I would say for me, like it was like, oh, I said that, like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that. Like they're on you all the time, so you're living your life. She had more of a break
than me, honey.
I mean,
like she had more of a break than me.
but still, they're in your face all the time. They are. And so they just pick up everything you say, everything you do. Like you don't really realize half the stuff you're doing until they put it on TV. Because I'm like, oh, I said that about this, and it was just funny. Like that's life. That's
right. So wait, what time was they coming to your house, and what time were they leaving?
Like early, like
4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
No, like we would start like between 8 and 10, and then we would go all the way. But we would have breaks. We'd eat and stuff like that.
Yeah, 8 to 10, but that's until like 12, 1, or
it would go late. Yeah, it would go late. So, and then if we had to go somewhere, we would. Let's say they want you to be there at 10, but we won't even really start filming until like
they just wanted 12, you on site. They just wanted you to sit there while they go into and
figure out where they're gonna put the lighting and how you guys gonna walk in and all this. And
after I noticed that 2 days, honey, Symoan,
like, please, we're not
show up a little bit later because I'm just like, what? You literally want me to come to this location to sit in front of this woman's house? For how long? For what?
And I relate to some of the reality show stars. You know how like when they're like, oh my God, where are they? Like, oh my God, where are they? Like you can see like the EPs calling, like, oh my God, because you're like, I want to just give me a minute. Like, can I freaking breathe? Like,
right? Can I go to the bathroom right quick? Like.
10 minutes to myself, like, because if you get missing and they start calling your phone and they start looking for you, and I'm like, I just need 10 minutes, please. Like when they be like, get that camera out my face, you do certain moments.
Like, oh, you felt
like,
that
oh my
sometimes.
God, enough.
And they'll tell you that, guess what? You can scream at us, you can yell at us, you can sit there and want us
They're
to go, but guess what?
Stuff. They're used to that
they
stuff.
sit there and say, I'm not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. So it doesn't matter. So you can scream, you can fuss, all you want to.
You can cuss them out or whatever. And then
being tired and hungry, and then you in my face, and it's early. Yo,
they feed you good. They feed you good.
The days get long. The days get long. They really do.
So how long would you say it took to record for Bridezillas? Was it like 5 days, maybe?
It was 5 days. It was 5 days, and it was like going from 12 to 14 hours a day.
I said from early in the morning all the way to 10, 11, 12, sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. Because once again, even though you done maybe taking the mics off and stuff, they still gotta pack up some of the stuff they came with. So if they're in your house, you waiting for them to pack up and everybody leaving. So
and then you're like, "Whoo, good night." Like,
look, go ahead and take a nap, because guess what? You got to get right back up, because they already sent you a schedule before they leave. They sent you your schedule for the next
you got that.
It's hard to plan anything because you're getting up at 8 o'clock. You're not going to bed till 1, and then like between that 12, 1, 2 a.m., they're sending you the itinerary for the next day. And so both of us had whatever you had. Forget whatever you had to do.
Wow.
You got this filming itinerary. So
and everybody, and so like Hill had her own itinerary, and I had my own. So like sometimes we would do filming together, and sometimes, like I said, Hill would be able to go get her teeth whitened.
Right.
I thought she the Bridezilla. She could have very well said I was the Bridezilla.
But I'm saying, listen. I have a question for y'all, since you talking about teeth whitening. All right, and this is the complete opposite, but you made me want to ask a question now. And listen, you guys that didn't watch it, you're gonna want to watch it now. So, would you suggest the steams?
Yes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Because I was like, I don't know. Look kind of interested.
Hill would,
I mean, try it.
I know Hill would try it again. I don't know.
I know, because I know you was like, the butt was burning.
Yes. It was. I'm just like, mine must have been hotter or something like that.
It's like honestly, it's just like sitting in a sauna. It's like sitting in a sauna, but everything's pretty much covered except your derriere.
Yeah. So it was hot. Yeah, I would say my butt is hot too.
Right.
But that's it. Your V wasn't hot. It was just your butt.
No. And when I said my butt, but it was like,
okay. It was a nice way.
It was that whole.
It was the whole.
I don't know. I think after like 2 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm done.
And you can adjust.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably would have been like,
I didn't know that.
Like maybe 70.
Oh well, I didn't get that memo because I was sitting over here like this. They didn't tell me that you could adjust.
Not like you could adjust it, but she made it seem like it could be adjusted.
Oh, nobody adjusted me.
It's kind of like a massage. If they eating too hard, you can tell them like, oh, lighten up a little bit.
Right.
That memo.
Oh wow.
I was over there hot.
I know, I was feeling hot too. I was like, I don't know.
Again, because it's certain things I be wanting to say where it's like, I don't like half that stuff. I don't remember saying. That's just how we talk. We just talk.
Right. You just go with the flow, and then you be like, oh shoot, I said that on TV. Oh wow.
Now when you look back, it's like that's just how we are. You know, parts.
So how did your family and friends take to, you guys being on TV, especially for those that had to be a part of it as well?
My family was pretty cool. The only problem that I think that we had, was like we had a lot of family issues.
Interruptions or issues. Yeah, I get it. My family would have been like, hell no, I ain't being on TV.
We actually had a funeral. We had a
lot going on.
Wow. Day before the wedding, we had it was a lot. So therefore it was like my voice, if you could tell, my voice wasn't the same. I know that she said that people can't
Taji,
tell, but my voice during the show wasn't the same because like certain situations happened like filming. And so like it was for certain members of my family, it was hard because a lot of stuff
they were going through a lot of things personally, and they're had to present in front of
it is hard to just turn it off and then on. Like you feeling like this, but you gotta be like,
yeah. So I want to say in that respect, honestly, you asking that question is like, hey, appreciate you coming through for us in that way, because you didn't have to, and then for you to muster up the physical and the mental capacity to still film. And you losing a very close loved one, like now I'm like, I want to give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that takes a lot too. That takes a lot to do.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. So you guys, you did it though. You did it.
Kinda.
You did it. So
we will be having another wedding though, but this time we're going to stick to our original plan, and we will be in Alaska.
Oh, nice. So are you gonna have like another wedding for, after 1 year, or are you gonna wait after the 1 year?
We're gonna go 2022. Like, even though it's like we could do something small next year, but we're gonna wait until
kind of some things pass over.
And we're already like, we already have. Look, we have our photographer. We have
we have a photographer in Alaska.
Right, you got your photographer. You got your DJ. I don't know, because I don't know how the DJs are in Alaska.
Look, we already have our location.
Okay.
The location cannot be
and that's
There's
what's
no
crazy.
Problem with the location.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Like, we did originally want to have our wedding in Alaska because we like
beautiful.
That's where she's from, but then we kind of considered, our family members,
kids,
we have nieces, nephews, and stuff like that, and so we didn't want it to be too much of a burden.
And then and then what's going on now? Is a lot as well. Plus, but you guys got to get married where you met.
Yes.
And so that was beautiful.
Yeah, that's very sad.
So, my question is going to be, so in the future, now that you guys are talking about, doing it again in Alaska, would you go through the same approach as far as like having family and friends work for you or with you, like wedding, your wedding planner, for example, even though she fired herself, aka quit, and then your dress designer, I definitely like.
And when you asked earlier about parts of the show that I wish they kept,
right,
I feel like I wish they would, but I know that they were trying to keep it because our story was real, and so they wanted to be respectful of our story. But I do feel like I wish they would have kept the confrontation that me and her had, because we did end up having our last words about my dress. And it's not that I wanted people to see me
right
or anything else like that. That's not the case. But I know a lot of people are asking, like, why didn't I say certain things? And I did have a backup dress. I did go to Davis Bridal because people are on Twitter and
of course. I was even thinking like, what about, because sometimes you don't think to have a backup when you put a lot of trust in somebody to get things done, and then it's always like change.
Downstairs in my mother's house, $1,000. I just went and got $1,000 dress. It's still sitting there, non-touched, non-worn, for my backup. But then it's like everybody's opinion was like, no, just go ahead and wear what she made you. I kind of wish that I would have changed it for the reception, but it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, things happen, but those that aren't married or haven't gone through that process, you don't know what it's like until you're there. So you can definitely put your opinion on it if you haven't been there, or maybe you have and you have some experience or whatever, but you still like when things happen in the moment, you don't think that, but it happens. Things at the last minute, sometimes your dress is not ready until a couple of days before. Even though
that we were friends, and she knew that we were getting married even before that year because she was there when I was proposed.
Right. So it should have been done. It should have been done sooner than later. But designers are all different. Sometimes I'm not trying to excuse it, but I'm just saying some like to get things done early, like as soon as I got my money done, and some are more focused under pressure. And everybody has their own ways of it, but I do feel, I was thinking to myself, because I've been there where I needed to have a backup dress. Like I was supposed to have a dress made and everything, and I can't draw for nothing. I even drew it out and it just wasn't ready. And I had to get a backup dress. And it wasn't for a wedding, a different event, but I know what it's like in that scenario. And sometimes you're like, you know what? I'll just wear it, you know?
Right. Especially after all of that drama. And like you trying to sketch stuff out. I'm sitting there sending pictures to her. I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, okay, this fabric, this, da, 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 da. You're going through all that. And it's like you really have faith in somebody, you know, and it just it does not work out. But I do say this, with her, unfortunately, there's legal actions being taken. I'm putting that out there because my dress that I paid for the patterns, never got the patterns. I paid for a veil, never got it. When you watch the show, you'll see what take place. But I noticed on social media, just flipping through, she made my dress for somebody else. Oh, but she perfected it, honey. Oh, she perfected my dress though, because she had time. So she perfected it for whoever.
Wow.
It is my dress. Like you can.
It's supposed to be custom. So if it's custom, it's not supposed to be on someone else. So
thank you.
You know, so that's just letting you guys know that, because you know people are afraid to ask custom. Like when someone makes something custom for you, that means it's only made for you.
Unique, yeah.
Right? And somebody else can have the same color, but it has to be done in a different pattern, or somebody can have the same pattern, but it got to be a different color, but add a little something different to it. So, like these earrings example, these are custom. So, you know, but it depends. Sometimes people make about 5 of the same or one, you know, but I definitely feel you on that one.
Still a thin line.
But all in all, you guys had your wedding.
Right.
And, you know, it had to be done at the last minute because things can happen. And I'm happy that you guys were able to get it done. And I'm sure you guys received a lot of like great messages, DMs, tweets, and then maybe some negative ones as well. After the show, did you guys get overwhelmed with emails and DMs and everything, all like positive things? Like, did it bring you guys into that, oh man, like I would do this again?
Well, for me, I know that I did kind of feel overwhelmed after the show because it seemed like a lot of people were calling, a lot of people were like texting me, and I'm like, you know, it's cool as I do give out my number, and it was nice to know that they were able to use it. I got some really good feedback, like on Facebook, like, you know, I could totally relate to your story. Like, my people, I want to get married, but my people aren't necessarily supporting me, so I can relate to you. And so, you know, I've even had some people reach out asking advice, like I'm in a situation similar to yours. You know, like, you know, how might I go about this? So for me, it's been pretty good feedback. I've been staying off Twitter and stuff. So like,
Twitter just seems to be the where the negativity can be.
Well, Twitter, because like, of course, the network, they'll tell you like, you know, please go and like go live, you know, make sure that you're acting and stuff like that. So of course I did what the network requested.
I'm interacting as well, you know, but I've just been noticing more positive.
So we received a lot of positive, but of course, like unfortunately it's 2020 and there's a lot of fat shamers still.
Of course.
So I've noticed that a lot of people were like fat shaming, which it was like, oh my gosh, it's 2020. Please get over it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a mirror. I know what the freak I look like. It's fluff couture. Like, why did I do all this? Why did I?
Right.
And if you watched the show and you heard what I said that I wanted a designer because I am a fluffier girl. So therefore I know what I look like. And so that part, it was disturbing because I'm just like, you know, how long are we going to have to go through this? And then I'm just like thinking about other little girls and other little boys. And I'm just like, why do they have to go through that? Like, who cares?
Right.
Like, who cares? And it's not just fluffier people either. It's like, skinny people are getting like body shamed and stuff like
Of
that.
course.
People are really doing this.
I mean, they call me fat too.
Yeah. So
you know,
Wait, listen, if you're over a certain size, you could be over a size 8 and they calling you fat. Like,
and honestly, if that's the case, a lot of people are fat. If you sit there and look at the haute couture, or the designer world, honey, if you're over a size 2, you're fat. So it's just like, get over yourself. So that part, it was like, I wasn't offended, but it was like, honestly, it was like, it's like I just wanted to like reach out and be like, and just shake a few people, because I'm like, for real. And then I think the other thing that really got me was a few lesbians saying that, what did they say? That we made them look bad. I saw that comment, and I'm just like, wait a minute. How's that?
How? Yeah, how?
Because unfortunately, people didn't come through to sit there and do what they should have done for our wedding. What does that have to do with us being a lesbian couple, period? That could have happened to anybody.
Yeah.
So to sit there and label it like, oh, you did this for lesbian couples. I think 2 people like said something towards that. And I'm just like, that's not the case, because that had nothing to do with us.
Right.
Or that has nothing to do with our sexual orientation.
Right. Like, why are you putting that pressure on us like that? At the end of the day, we're human and things happen regardless of our skin color or our size or whatever. Things happen. Right. So to put the pressure like that, that's not cool.
But that was the only negative like comments that I really like saw. Like anything else was like really positive. They felt bad for us, and
a lot of people sympathized with me. They were like, oh, poor Hilary, like, why doesn't her mom just walk her down the aisle?
I
got a lot of feedback on that part. They were like, just walk her down the aisle, lady, like that's your daughter.
Or like Mackenzie, her dad didn't just want
because he didn't want to be on TV, which can happen, because my mom wouldn't want to be on TV either. But I feel like it was probably deeper than that,
I believe so.
I was just like, it's something maybe deeper than that, but okay, right. Definitely. But it was just, even though it went from a negative to a positive, it was great to see that it actually happened.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that brought some type of brightness to a situation. Like, oh my God, we got to get all of this done at the last minute. And you was like, this is happening no matter what. Side note, I was like, hold up. Is this Hilary wearing makeup?
I know. Honey, every day.
Okay, lashes in that face beat.
Look, I want that life again though.
Yes, we had. Oh, I saw it, girl. You was golden on them cheeks.
Honey, that's one thing That's one thing I was. I woke up early for that every single day for a makeup. I had a makeup artist and a stylist for the whole week.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say, you guys had, I'm sure, had makeup, hair, wardrobe.
Now, no, I mean that wasn't necessary, but to me, it was necessary because
it's necessary.
Cameras in the
necessary. Like, if I gotta get up early, hey, get this done. Right. Thank you.
Right. Thank you for showing up at my house around 6 o'clock so you can do my face so I can be on set.
Yeah, your face was beat though. I was like, oh shoot. Y'all was both looking good. I was like, okay. It's a beautiful wedding. And the replacement wedding planner, he seemed like he was under a lot of pressure, and he was happy to get things done, but then not happy. Like, certain things shouldn't be said on TV, or just be kept. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Everybody knows when somebody is getting married, you can feel a way, but keep it to yourself.
Right.
Don't wait till the next day. Say something next week. Wait a week. Like, let me go on my honeymoon and then come back and then talk your ish. But today, this is our day. So.
And he knew that he saw the space. He saw the space before he even took it on. And it's like, and that's another thing. It's like, yes, it's Allie. No, several weddings happen there, but it's like you cover the walls, you cover, and he completely knew this. And it was just a lot of stuff that didn't take place. But I have to admit, like, during that week, that's why I was like disappointed for the wedding, because during that week he was very supportive.
Right.
And even with me like finding my stylist, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give him kudos for that. my stylist, my makeup artist, the 24-hour nail tech that came in and did all of our nails at 3:00 in the morning. But that's all good. That's like having a publicist. Sorry to say, but that's like just having a publicist. But as far as the wedding planner side,
I saw it in both y'all faces. I was like,
yeah.
When you went to go check out the space, he was like, she's not gonna like this.
Exactly. It took a lot. I really, oh my God, I really held my tongue because
I can tell you was like
moments where I was really ready to be a bridezilla for real. Because I was just like, I wanted to spaz out about 3 good times. One time was on him. Second time was waiting for her, and then because I wanted.
I like that. I wanted. I can imagine it's not easy, planning a wedding, small or big, and you try to be on schedule. That doesn't happen, but you guys did it.
Yeah,
you guys did it, and congrats to you guys. And of course, I want to ask, during as being newlyweds, has COVID really affected the newlywed life for you guys at all?
We're really good best friends now.
So you guys are really like under each other, like, hey,
all the time now. But we always been like really attached to each other.
That's why I said nothing is
for the COVID and being married. We're still in love.
Of course. But I mean, did you guys get to go away for your honeymoon or anything like that? Or you have to wait, right?
Yeah, we're waiting. A lot of stuff is going on too that we can't talk about right now, but
I can tell you guys are holding back.
So
I don't appreciate that.
Visit in 2021, early 2021.
Yeah, early 2021. And then we'll be able to start running our mouth just a little bit more.
I can tell y'all married because y'all looked at each other like, should no.
Wow, that's dope.
So some stuff is going on, but we are looking forward to revealing that as soon as we can. So that's going to be probably January 2021. But
I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna be like,
right, because as of now we can't say. Yeah.
I'm watching y'all. So of course I want to say, thank you guys so much for giving me your time and, giving me the positive energy as always. You guys are super dope, super cool.
You don't.
Super talented. I love you guys both. Like when I both met you, I was like, oh, they're so sweet. They're so cool. and boss babes on top of that. And Team
Greillis.
Yep.
Team Greillis. Hey, I'm gonna make that a thing.
Right.
Team Greillis. Hey. So, please tell everyone where to follow you guys. I know you guys have so many pages.
Just follow us at Team Greillis, TeamGreillis, and from there you can.
Or Fluff Couture. We created Fluff Couture together, so we do say at Fluff Couture because that's both of us. It's like because all of our photography was done by her, and like even when we pair up women models with men models, she does the bow tie, she does everything men.
Myself.
So that's why we
true indeed.
You tapping into that more.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find out. That's what's up. That's dope. So you guys heard it here. Make sure you guys follow them on Team Greillis. Team Greillis. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys watch Bridezillas if you haven't already on WeTV, right? And it's on every Thursday night at 10. But you guys, your show was already on WeTV. So you guys may want to go back and watch it, whether on your Fire Stick or on what's it called? Because I have Fire Stick now, so
right.
Yeah. Listen, check
Anywhere.
it anywhere, Bridezillas. And you guys, I believe your date that you were on was October
15th.
15th and 22nd.
Yes.
Hey, I got it. They were
Yeah.
on two episodes, two times. And listen, y'all heard this from Taji, right? Y'all gotta watch the bachelorette party part, dress part, the dinner part.
Yeah.
I mean everything.
Oh, some of my favorite parts got her in it. That's what's so funny. Some of my favorite parts got her in it. Yep.
Listen, you know how it be.
Right.
And they were both glammed up. So, well, congrats to you guys once again.
Thank
So
you.
beautiful. It was such a beautiful wedding. And, here's to the next one, maybe in Alaska. Well, you guys say it's already planned for Alaska.
2022 is
2022. So I guess something coming soon, early 2021, we'll just say.
Yep.
And in order to know what that's about, you guys just got to follow Team Greillis. That's it.
You're not going to want to miss out.
Oh, no. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
That's dope.
All right. So it was great talking to you guys. Great seeing you guys. Well, ladies. I know I keep saying guys. It was great seeing you two ladies. Stay beautiful, blessed, and stay safe.
Same to
no
you.
doubt.
And I hope to see more.
Yes,
Sure.
definitely. You already know.
Yes. All right. So get your sleep, okay?
All right. Bye.
Bye.